Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Burton Borders, and welcome to my 6 talking points video after our disappointing 0-0 draw against Brentford.
Welcome to the Burton Borders. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm still in Jamaica. I wanted to do this video outside, but the weather is rain. It's pouring down with rain. It wasn't before. We had some beautiful sunshine earlier, but now it's chucking it down with rain. And you know what? There's so many things I could have been doing rather than wasting 90 minutes of watching a dull, I wouldn't say dull, it was an okay-ish 0-0 draw. It wasn't a dull 0-0 draw, but a frustrating 0-0 draw. I could have been on the lazy river. I could have been in a warm Caribbean sea. I'll tell you what, this sea is lovely. It's really warm out there. I could have been doing the quiz with Elijah. I could have been shooting some basketball hoops. There's so many things, but no, I dedicated my 90 minutes or more than 90 minutes and 2 hours with half time to watch this, and yeah, it wasn't great. But let's start with the positives. Talking point number 1 is another clean sheet. At least we've got another clean sheet. Kepa once again outstanding, and had it not been for Kepa, we may have been looking at our first defeat on the Graham Potter. So he made a couple of vital saves, and a big shout out to Shalabar and Koulibaly, who were strong in defence. I can't say a lot about a lot of our other players who were not that strong. Moving on to talking point 2 now. So Covet and Jorginho are terrible. Sorry, they don't give us any creativity. Okay, a lot of people say, yeah, Jorginho keeps the ball moving and everything else, but once they get into that final third, there's nothing there for them. And you can hear the rain out there, yeah. But you know what? If I was in a firing line, and they gave me a choice of having 10 chances of being shot at, or I get pardoned, I'll say, yeah, I'll go in the firing line and I'll choose Jorginho and Kovacic to shoot at me, because I know that they'll always miss. And we just need a midfielder who can, ooh, look at that thunder. There's more life in that thunder than I saw in our midfield today. So we just need we just have to improve in the middle of that part. That's where we need to address in the transfer market if we're going to get this side firing again. So just moving on to now talking point 3. Grower was fast today, direct, good movement. It gave the Brentford defence a lot of problems, but my only criticism with him is that once he did get into these good positions, he was turning back away from goal, and his decision making with some of his passes wasn't great today. But you know what? I'm not going to be too hard on it. The boy, he's still young, he's still growing. But that's why I said to people, I think at the beginning of the season, is that with him, this is what he needs to do. He needs to make some cameo performances, just ease him in gently. A lot of people are resting their hopes on this boy leading the line this season. He's got really to lead the line this season. I'm not saying that he's not going to be a bad striker. I think he is. But what we need is patience with this boy, and we need to develop him gradually. And so, moving on to talking point 4 now, Reece James. We all know it already. I'm speaking the obvious, but he's going to be a bad miss, because we've seen it already with Aspilicueta's crossing was awful today, as was Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on some good positions, but none of them can cross the ball like Reece James. And so once the ball did go out wide and came in, it wasn't really creating any danger for the opposition. And there was one incident as well with Aspilicueta, which I saw, which really annoyed me. He crossed the ball, and once again he didn't miss the first man. But then he didn't trust himself to control the ball and to try and cross it in again or beat his player. He let it go out for a throw-in, and by letting it go out for a throw-in, he allowed Brentford to bring on another player to readjust. Like, if he had tried to keep the ball in play, knock it back into the danger zone, then it wouldn't have given them a chance to regroup, and you never know, we could have carved out an opportunity from that situation. And talking point 5, I don't want it to be seen like I've got an agenda against this guy, but Havertz, once again, we've paid big money for this boy. What is he doing? Once again, he's failing to turn up. I want to see more from this guy. You know, last week we saw Mason Mount show up against Aston Villa with a bit of magic. Havertz needs to be showing up because Mason Mount can't do it all the time, guys. So, you know, he came in as number 10 today, playing in his preferred position, but he's just got no awareness. He just gets bullied off the ball too easily. That does sound like a scratch record. You know, this guy's got to shape up, or we just need somebody else to replace him. You know, we need some big time players. You know, when teams are playing like Brentford, stubborn, organised. You know, fair play to Brentford. They did play well. They came back quick. They're defensively strong. But we need somebody who's going to work that magic. And this is what we paid big bucks for Havertz. And still, we're not seeing it from him. And finally, talking point 6, and that's Chukwuemeka. I started with a positive and I'll end with a positive. Chukwuemeka and Pulisic, when they came on to play the 10 role instead of, because Havertz moved up front instead of Havertz and Mount, then we saw more life from those two players. We saw players with the willingness to drive, to commit players, to take players on, to have shots. And that's when, I think in the last 15-20 minutes, that's when we started to create more chances in front of goal. And you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but if we had started with those two rather than bringing them on the substitutes, would we have seen a different outcome? Who knows? But you know, those two do deserve to start ahead of Havertz, you know, in the next game, because they came in and they showed a bit more endeavour in their cameo performances. So that's it, guys. Okay, and we're still unbeaten. Pity not to get the 3 points, especially with Tottenham losing to Manchester United as well. But you know, we can't win them all. But let's see, let's see what we can do, because like different managers, and we're still seeing the same sort of performances. I want to see our team, especially against these low block teams like Brentford and teams like that, trying to get some, just giving a bit more endeavour. Just making. We need that difference maker in the team. Have we got it in the squad at the moment? Probably not. Hopefully, when we get the likes of Nkunku in there, and maybe someone like a Leao or somebody, we may see it. But until then, we're stuck with this personnel. So I'm just hoping that they can get us to top 4 so that we can kick on from next season. So guys, what do you think? What's your talking point from the game? Stick your comments in the section below. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you be notified every time I make a new video. Take care.